Hey everyone, I just want to get back on here and talk about a couple of visions that I had. A couple months ago, I think, I had Pokemon visions, and I mentioned it on my Instagram about them, but I wasn't entirely sure of what they meant. But yeah, Guy, as some of you know, will continuously show me something relating to something that's in this scenario is the Pokemon, for me to get the message and say like whether to do my research on it or let me know that the message that I put out wasn't the exact message. But yeah, he continuously showed me the Pokemon, the Pokeballs, and recently this month I believe he showed me a mirage of Pokemons with the main character with it. And yeah, I did some research with it and I found that a major subplot within the Pokemon story is Pokeballs and people being able to capture the Pokemon with them. And the people, there's normal people that I guess capture them and train them. And then there's others that would like to capture the Pokemon and do tests on them and harm them and make them fight. I guess in worse conditions than what the other people do. And these are criminal organizations, some called Team Rocket, Team Aqua, Team Flare, and Ether Foundation. And yeah, they're hidden and they experiment on them and such like that. They capture these Pokemon, which are said to be beings inside this universe that have been with human for, since, I guess, the dawning of time. And it sounds similar to our situation now within, the context of we know that there are experimentations happening with animals and, killing animal, farming them, and such like that. So the message as I dove deep into the Pokemon universe, I did my research, and as I was doing my research, I stumbled across an article about the Jeffrey Epstein guy that just recently killed himself not too long ago, who was charged with sexual abuse of young women and older women, sex trafficking, and sex trafficking young women, 14 and up, I believe. But yeah, he was indicted, and he was, I guess, supposedly going on to trial the day before he died, or the day after he died. Well, he was supposed to go on trial basically the next day, and he ended up dying. But many believe that he was either killed or whatnot. I don't know about that, but he was in elite circles in our government in this world, and he has many people that I guess supposedly were backing him up. Just to be in an elite circle like that just implies that there's an organization full of people that's sex trafficking, and he was probably about to testify on them. You never know. I'm pretty sure he was, just to save his own butt. I don't know, but and that incident was just so clear to me because I was doing research. A guy had me see that it was basically a huge coincidence and a synchronicity, and yeah, and that's one of the organizations. And there's another one that I heard in the past, the NXIVM sex code, which had the actress from Smallville, Allison Mack. She was part of it, and they would have women come in and preach to them about how they were going to better their lives and such. Women empowerment type of scenario. But instead, her and I guess other members and the cult leader Keith Reiner would have these women slaved and branded in the pelvic area. Stuff like that was happening, and they would, I guess, the men would have sex with them and such, and it was it's been going on for a while. I'm not sure how long, but it was in Albany, New York, and these people are now convicted and locked up, or not convicted, but they're locked up. I guess soon to be convicted of the crime, and it was just a major thing because as you can look up, you can find that mafias and churches and hidden organizations are based in large cities in our world, like New York, Chicago, New Orleans, Philadelphia, many East Coast cities as well. And yes, mafias. I was told also that mafias are playing a huge factor in this. I'm not sure if they're controlling our government or not, but there's many things that I hear and see, mainly hear, and they just, it's very tragic to hear, actually. And I'll be informed on, something dark or if it's light, and it's crazy things that I can hear. But yeah, I wanted to bring light to this because a guy would have me use this Pokemon scenario to shine light on the embodiment of people getting captured and tested on, and God knows what else was happening to these people. The Pokemon is basically a huge, I would say, an analogy to describe, the incidents that's happening, the capturing, the torturing, who knows, pretty sure there's torturing involved, and there's death. I'm pretty sure, I'm positive there's deaths happening, and there's a lot of missing people. So, capturing these people, training, who knows what, training them possibly, making them fight, you never know. Because back in the day, we used to have those stadiums, and gladiator stadiums, where they would take prisoners or children, and have them fight and grow to an adult age and fight. And this is the basic concept of Pokemon, in a way, in modern time, you can put it. But yeah, it's not, let's say Pokemon is bad or whatnot. I would, get a message about that. But I did a message about the Simpson and what that related to. I actually posted about it. And prior to that, I did a Nemo message that I posted on my Instagram that I would do a video about that correlated the clownfish to being, similar to twin flames, and how they are helping the environment when they do pair up. It's a whole thing about it, and it's actually a beautiful thing, how in depth it went and everything. But I will try to do my best to put that out soon. It's inspiring, actually. So yeah, to many twin flames, I will be trying to post about that on the YouTube channel. Yeah, if I get anything more about this incidents, the kidnapping that's happening around the world. I've been posting a lot of kidnapping messages, actually, on my Instagram. I will try to put them out. More out if I do get more. But this is really happening, guys. Kids are disappearing. People are disappearing. They're going into sex trafficking. Churches are doing it. Gangs are doing it. Mafias, huge organizations are doing this in our government. And who knows what. And, currently we have a president who's, holding children against their will. And I believe a couple have died. And he's not returning them to their families. And who knows his idea behind that. And it's tragic, almost. It is tragic, but it's like, it's basically, I don't know, it's like sentencing these kids. I don't want to think about it that way, but it's very, some dark stuff. But I hope this is, helps people to become more aware of what's happening in the world. Do your best to stay safe, stay positive, pray as much as you can for these people. Pray for yourself. Continue to better yourselves, because us bettering ourselves can help better this world. We can fix so much. Just keep going. Love to you all. Light to you all. Please stay safe. I'll talk to you later.